we probably don't need an exercise on how to open files in Photoshop, but there's a couple of cool tricks that I want to bounce off you. So we'll take just a couple of quick moments here, and I'll throw some stuff at you here. Of course, we can head to the File menu and we can choose Open. No big deal, right? I mean, that's available in pretty much every program imaginable. Instead, though, we can use keyboard shortcuts if we are so inclined. Control or Command O on your keyboard. I love the keyboard shortcuts. Really makes you move much faster inside your applications. Head into your work files folder for a moment and go ahead and grab any one of your work files here. I'm going to grab Barn 1 once again, and we'll pop this guy open. More importantly, perhaps, what I want to show you, as opposed to opening files, is how multiple files are handled inside Photoshop. So there's barn1.jpg. There's the document tab across the top. I had mentioned earlier when we were talking about the Photoshop interface that we're going to wind up with a sort of a row or a variety of these document tabs all the way across the top of the interface. So I can literally flip back and forth between my open files inside Photoshop, which is pretty cool. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to hit Control or Command O one more time, and maybe I'll grab barn1 detail.jpg out of my work files folder, something like this. There we go, something like that. So now we've got 3 files open: the blank file that you and I had created previously, and 2 photographs that we can work on. But there's a few extra things that I want to throw at you here. Again, trying to make you a little bit more productive inside Photoshop, help you move a little bit faster when you're working inside Photoshop. Let's close these files. Now, I'm going to close this file by clicking on the X on the document tab there, Barn1 Detail. Click on the X. That'll close the file. That's fine. Or I can use keyboard shortcuts once again. Control or Command W on my keyboard will also close a file. That's my preferred method, by the way. Again, I like my keyboard shortcuts. It's fast, it's easy, and it's a universal shortcut too, by the way. Try using Control O, Control W, Command O, Command W inside some of your other applications, and lo and behold, you'll discover they work there as well. So I'm going to close out of this blank file as well, Control or Command W to get rid of that guy. We don't need him. And what we're left with is basically an empty Photoshop interface. Now here's the last trick that I want to show you in terms of neat tricks for opening files inside Photoshop. This black background, this dark gray background really I should say, sort of this background inside Photoshop, try double clicking on it. Double click anywhere on it. And lo and behold, that opens up the open dialog box. Isn't that a cool trick? So literally just double clicking anywhere on this dark gray background gets you into your open dialog box. Pretty cool. And then of course you can go and grab one of your work files and pop them open inside Photoshop, and then away we go. Pretty cool techniques and tricks for working with multiple files, opening files, and closing files.